Ever feel like you need superpowers these days just to keep up with all the AI stuff?
Right.
Well, get this. Someone sent us an article about this new o1-preview model from OpenAI.
Oh,
And it sounds like a huge step up from ChatGPT-4. Like, seriously, huge.
yeah. Like, I've been playing with it a bit myself, and it's not just another update, like, oh, here's some new features. It's fundamentally different.
Okay, so walk me through this, because the article's analogy, right? It compares o1-preview to upgrading from a regular bike to like an electric bike, and I get the image, but how does that actually play out, in the real world?
It's a great analogy, actually.
Yeah.
Because it is that feeling of, like, amplified power,
Yeah.
but it's still you in control, right? O1-preview just makes everything faster, smoother, almost like having a tailwind pushing you along.
Okay, but like, what does that even mean in like real world terms?
So think about it this way. At its heart, all this artificial intelligence stuff, it's about teaching computers to think, kind of like humans,
Yeah.
right? Like understanding language, recognizing patterns,
Right.
even making decisions based on the information they've got.
Sure, yeah.
Where o1-preview just blows the older models away is speed and accuracy.
Okay, so how much faster are we talking? Give me an example.
Imagine getting the answer to a question that would have taken you like hours of research, getting that in seconds.
Oh, way.
Or picture it sifting through tons of data while you like grab a coffee and then boom, the report's ready. That's o1-preview.
So it's like having a super powered research assistant or something.
Basically, yeah.
So it's faster, but the article also says that o1-preview is way smarter than ChatGPT 4.0. Like, it even uses this phrase, it gets you on another level, which is kind of a weird way to put it. What's that all about?
Okay, so ChatGPT 4.0, that was a big jump from the previous versions, right?
Right.
But it still had trouble with things like understanding what you really meant,
Yeah.
And remembering what you talked about earlier in the conversation. O1-preview uses a much more advanced form of natural language processing. So it's not just processing words, it's actually understanding the little nuances of language, almost like a person would.
So you're saying no more repeating yourself a million times or like trying to phrase things in just the right way that a bot will understand.
Exactly.
Wow, it's like it can actually follow your train of thought.
Exactly. That's what sets it apart. Context. You can kind of read between the lines and figure out what you need almost before you do. Feels almost intuitive.
Okay, now I'm interested. But like, how does this translate into actual benefits, for, say, someone prepping for a big meeting like the article mentioned?
Okay, so say you're prepping for this meeting, right?
Yeah.
And you need to get up to speed on a new market. O1-preview can analyze all these reports, news articles, even like what people are saying on social media.
Wow.
To give you the key takeaways and like the potential problems way faster than you could do it yourself.
So no more like late nights hunched over spreadsheets and research paper.
Exactly. It's like having a whole team of analysts working for you, but you don't have to pay them all.
That's amazing. But it's more than just like gathering information, right? Because we were talking about o1-preview, understanding what you mean, like your intent. So you could, like brainstorm with it almost?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, okay, so I need to win over this client, but they're not really into new technologies, so what do I do?
Exactly. And it wouldn't just give you some generic answer. It would remember everything you already talked about, about the client, their concerns, and even like what's happening in the market, and then give you advice based on all of that.
So it's like a strategic partner, but it's in your computer.
Right. It's always there to give you a different way to look at something.
Yeah, and that's wild. That article mentioned how some companies are already using this o1-preview to like totally change their customer service.
Yeah, it's amazing for that.
It was talking about 24/7 support that doesn't make you want to pull your hair out.
It's true, because it can handle like a ton of customer questions at the same time.
At the same time.
Yeah, and give personalized answers that actually like solve the problem.
Yeah.
It's not just about answering the question, it's about like getting the emotion behind it.
So no more of those annoying calls where you have to explain the same thing 5 times to 5 different people.
And since it remembers everything, it can even like guess what the customer might need and offer solutions before they even ask.
Wow. Imagine if customers actually liked talking to customer service.
Right. That's huge for businesses.
Yeah.
It's not just about saving money. It's about customers trusting you more.
Okay, so take that example, customer service. And now we're thinking about like other parts of a business.
This is where it gets cool.
Yeah, because the article touches on this a bit about how o1-preview can change business planning and strategy.
Definitely.
So like, what does that even look like using AI for strategy?
Well, imagine having this tool that can look at mountains of data, see what's trending, and even like simulate different scenarios to help you make decisions. We're not just talking about like organizing information here. We're talking about AI that helps you make smarter choices.
So it's like having a crystal ball, but like one that's actually based on something real, not just like someone's guess, you know?
Well, yeah, exactly. And this is really just the beginning. The article even mentions o1-preview can help with coding, which is
Mm.
like a whole other level of crazy.
Okay, hold on. I get how it can help with research and customer service and even like coming up with a strategy, but coding, what do you even mean by that?
So imagine you could like describe what you want your app to do, and o1-preview could like start writing the code for you,
Wait, seriously?
or at least give you a really good starting point. It can even help find mistakes in code and suggest ways to make it better.
So this isn't just for like expert programmers then. Someone who has a good idea could like theoretically use this to build an app, even if they don't know that much about coding.
Exactly, and that's what's so exciting about it. It's like it
Yeah.
makes these skills that used to be really specialized, it makes them available to way more people.
Yeah, that's a good point. But for those of us who aren't trying to build apps, why should we even care about this O1 preview thing? Like, what's the takeaway here?
Because it's not really about the tech itself, it's about what it lets us do. Right. Think about all the time you spend on stuff that's like the same thing over and over.
Oh, tell me about it.
O1-preview lets you hand that stuff off, so you can use your brain for the stuff that actually needs a human touch, like being creative and solving problems and, actually talking to people.
So you're saying it's not about replacing humans altogether. It's about like helping us use our brains for the stuff that really matters.
Yes. It's about using technology to make us better at what we already do.
Mm.
So, like, think about what you do, what you're passionate about. What could you achieve if you had, like, an extra few hours every day, or like an extra brain helping you out? That's what o1-preview is offering. It's like a glimpse into this future where we can get so much more done because we're working with AI, not against it.
Yeah. Man, when you put it that way, it really is kind of like a superpower. Well, we've gone from bikes to superpowers today as we did our deep dive into O1 preview. So to everyone listening, stay curious and keep asking questions, and who knows what amazing things you'll create. Until next time.